it's 4 o'clock on Saturday, June 6th. And whoa, the roses have really gone crazy. It's looking really, really good. If you're wondering why I have a bruise on my face, I have some stitches on my face because I had to get a skin cancer taken off last week. So I'm really excited to show you how the roses are looking. And we've had a little bit of rain today, so it's some of the, especially the David Austin roses, do look a little bit battered, but I'll walk you through and show you where everybody's at. So here we have Eustacia Vi, number 1. So she is got some stunning blooms. She's got some black spot here deep into the interior on here too. And all this white is still just left over from when I did the sulfur spray. She's still got some new foliar growth, but really pretty blossoms, and she's so fragrant. Some needs some deadheading. And here's Princess Alexandra of Kent. Gosh, her blooms are just stunning. Really, really, really beautiful. And she's got some powdery mildew. And look at just this beautiful blue. What? So stunning. Yeah, just a bit of deadheading on Princess Alexandra, but I'm quite happy she's put on some new growth. And here is Golden Celebration. She is just putting on a show. She's my husband's favorite. He really thinks she's impressive. But again, like, what are these? Are these things breaking off because of the dogs? Because I feel like I'm getting all these branches that are just kind of snapping, but needs a lot of deadheading. And then here is Marilyn Monroe. Again, nice new red growth, getting some good height on her. I don't think I'm going to prune her back next year as much as I did, because I think she could be a bigger shrub rose. I'm not sure what this texture is on the leaf here, if it's disease. I'll have to decide what I'm going to do with that. But her blossoms, like, look at this bloom. Marilyn Monroe, just such a perfectly shaped hybrid tea. And this is where she's first coming out. Just absolutely perfect rose. So gorgeous. And here's Harlow Carr, who is just such a spiky monster. And look at that. Look at the spikes here. Just ridiculous. I did try to put a peony cage around Harlow Carr because she's so floppy, but that kind of just made more of a mess of it. So we need to deadhead Harlow Carr, and I think Harlow Carr just needs to get a bit bigger before she's going to get up off the ground. And here's Claire Austin, just tumbling blooms from the rain and really looking, just putting on such a show. Such beautiful English roses, cupped blooms. So incredibly pretty. Needs a bit of deadheading, but really just so stunning. So stunning. Like, what about these? Absolutely gorgeous. So when it rains, these David Austin roses that are really cupped, they sometimes do a bit of balling. Oh, there, that all just fell off. Yeah, that just completely tumbled. So I don't know if I should pick up these petals. Just leave it. So here's William P.J. McCarthy, who's getting super close to blooming. I'm very excited. I kind of forgot what color William P.J. McCarthy was, but looks like going to be a pink shade. Strike It Rich is getting taller, obviously, and it has not had too much of a difficulty after I took those wayward branches out, and we're getting some good strong growth coming here. This cane, and I still have this one kind of staked up a little bit. And we've got a little bit of, again, it's hard to tell if it's powdery mildew or if it's just the sulfur, but just Strike It Rich has these such incredibly interesting blooms with kind of orangey apricot with pink, and flushes out to this full blossom, which is so pretty. Almost has this sunset appearance. Yeah, big fan of Strike It Rich. And she is really fragrant too. Really, really, really pretty. So we're hopefully getting some growth on this part of the plant to make it more symmetrical. Back here we've got Secrets Out, Secrets Out is a beautiful white rose. And look at those three just bam all together. And then we've got a beautiful one back there. Secrets Out has such an interesting, almost like a triple swirl in the center. And got lots of new growth coming up here. Kind of coming into this planter a little bit, and some nice big strong canes that are coming out from the base. I guess that's called a basal break, which I think you want to get in roses. And here's Love's Promise. Like, this bloom on Love's Promise is just like, this is no filter, and look how red that is. Just absolutely right. And it's got kind of a double center, and it just looks like pure velvet. It's so gorgeous. Such a gorgeous red. It's actually quite similar to the red of Ingrid Bergman, but I love this Love's Promise. Such a gorgeous rose. Westerland is so happy here. I am so happy for you, Westerland. You're just growing taller and you're happy. You're just putting out so many blooms for us. And again, should I take this cane off? Should I just move it to the side? I don't know. I'm still undecided, but really beautiful showing from Westerland. So happy about that. Queen Mary 2, again, is a white rose. And I don't know why I bought so many white roses. I wish I had different colors now. Oop, I've gotten poked and I'm bleeding. So I guess I should have had some gardening gloves on. I kind of cut myself on a thorn. This is a very pretty classic bud bloom here. Queen Mary 2 looking good. Sterling Silver. My friend Olivia was over this afternoon and she is absolutely in love with this and wants to get a Sterling Silver or violet rose for herself. So Sterling Silver really has a gorgeous, really lilac-y purple when she's got a nice bloom here. As the blooms age, I think they kind of look not great. I think they look a little bit crummy. They almost kind of look like newspaper, or I don't know, I don't love them. So I think I'll deadhead those ones when I get my pruners out, but super pretty color and very, very unique. Secret has not got any blooms, but does have a few buds. So we'll be seeing those in a couple of weeks. Here's Fragrant Cloud. I did cut some Fragrant Cloud before I went to England, and my family decided it's just too fragrant to go in the kitchen. They were like, it just smells like soap in here, and they were like, it was making the food taste weird. So that's how fragrant Cloud is. Again, we've got a bit of disease on these, but it doesn't seem to be affecting it. And I've just got the one staked cane here, but I did take off some wayward canes last week. So Sweet Mademoiselle, we're still waiting on, slow and steady. Let's see if she's putting up any buds. Ooh, we've got one bud back here and maybe some early buds there. But again, Sweet Mademoiselle, since I've put that second fish fertilizer on, I feel like Sweet Mademoiselle has actually put a fair bit of new growth. Her new growth is not red. Her new growth is very chartreuse green. And here's Eustacia Vi number 2, who is bigger than Eustacia Vi number 1. I mean, I have to move Eustacia Vi number 1 into more sun because it's just not fair. This is already going so well for this Eustacia Vi. And this Eustacia has got such pretty early blossoms here and still lots of new growth. Blushing Drift is always a performer, and you know, the blooms are so pretty and delicate and small. Rosanna is, I haven't seen one of Rosanna's blooms yet, but she is making a statement. She is saying, here I am, and I am going to make it the first one up this pergola. Crown Princess Margareta is in the house here with her beautiful cupped David Austin blossoms. And here's a beautiful one of Crown Princess Margareta. So pretty. She's, you know, her the way she opens is a little bit different from some other David Austins, but when she gets to this stage, she, you know, you think, oh, that looks just like a David Austin. And then here she's got, that's That's Crown Princess Margareta. How about that? So pretty. And then over here, Crown Princess Margareta. She's got new growth coming here, but these are a little floppy. But this, she's got a nice basil break, big cane coming right from the graft union. So we're celebrating that. Check out Pope John Paul. Pope John Paul just looks like a vase of long-stemmed white roses. Just so gorgeous. And the fragrance is outstanding for Pope John Paul. It's a beautiful old rose fragrance, and we're even seeing some new growth coming here. Really happy with it. Laguna is growing, definitely growing taller, and we're seeing Laguna put on some buds here at the tip. So looking forward to see Laguna put on her bright pink blossoms. Here is Royal City. Royal City has really bushed out. She's a beautiful Gilbert rose and has got some buds coming here. Very excited to see, and all, again, so much new growth has made such a statement, like, I'm ready to be in this garden. So that's awesome. And we have Golden Opportunity is got the most shiny, gorgeous leaves. Like, I'm so impressed by Golden Opportunity, and we've got buds coming here. And Gemini is slow and steady, just like Sweet Mademoiselle. Gemini is taking her sweet time, and we have not got any buds on Gemini yet, but we are hoping to get some soon. But really happy with that foliage. And then the pièce de résistance today is that Dylan, which is my first blooming Gilbert rose, is here for us. So we have these absolutely stunning blooms that are starting here, and just look at how many buds are put up here. This is just going to be absolutely covered in roses soon. And it's such a pretty, it's truly a ballet pink color. It's so gorgeous. And it's such a sturdy rose too. I'm really happy with it. And it's got some new basil breaks coming down here too. Awesome. Awesome. And Iceberg, you know, as all the trouble that Iceberg had early on in the season, I'm feeling very good about Iceberg right now. So this is awesome to see. Iceberg is so pretty. Really, really nice white rose. What I'm doing in addition to deadheading is I'm really getting into the middle of some of these shrubs that have a really congested center. And I don't know if it's the right thing to do, honestly, but it seems like the right thing to do, because I'm also taking away some of the tiny canes that are in the center that are just kind of going nowhere. So I'm going to show you what I did to Love's Promise and to Queen Mary 2. Anyways, we'll see. I guess we'll see if the plants like it or not. So what I did to Love's Promise, like, I took off that much stuff. So a lot of it was kind of diseased stuff from early in the season. It had a lot of kind of black spot and also some of the sulfur spray, obviously. But what I did is, in the center of this, I just cleaned it all out and removed, you know, the fallen leaves, removed some kind of dried up leaves that were in there, and I've left these big healthy canes that are coming from the graft union, and then I think it's going to make it more stable over time. And I did the same thing on Queen Mary 2. There was a lot of kind of extra foliage in the center, and so what I did is I just went in and trimmed it all out, just so there's better airflow. And then I left these large canes that are coming up. And I did end up taking that cane off Westerland that was coming outwards, because I really don't want Westerland to be coming this way. I want Westerland to be going sideways and upwards. So I did a little bit of work on the inside of Secrets Out and a little bit inside Strike It Rich. I had pruned Strike It Rich a little bit last week, so it wasn't so bad. And Claire Austin, I just deadheaded, and I tried to move some of her branches inside the obelisk. And Harlow Carr, I just deadheaded and kind of took a bunch of branches off that were really laying on the ground. And Marilyn Monroe did not need any thinning. She's just looking so pretty in the evening light. It's almost 6 o'clock here. So gorgeous. I deadheaded Golden Celebration. I had done some thinning out last week, so I didn't need to do much there. And Princess Alexandra is already very leggy, so I just deadheaded her. And Eustacia number 1 is fine. So compost. It's so sad to put these deadheaded blooms in the compost, but they sure smell nice. Here's the roses that I've cut to bring inside. So overall this week, I'm very happy with all the blooms and how the roses are looking. I was coming back from the dog park, and just walking by my back garden, there's a fragrance, and I'm so happy about that. I love that when I walk the dogs and there's a beautiful fragrant backyard. No fertilizing to do this weekend. No watering, no excessive watering or no extra watering anyways, and just appreciation and some deadheading. And yeah, I'm so happy. It's just, again, like it says in the title of this, like roots to roses, like these were just sticks only a few months ago, and here they are coming along. So I'm very grateful to be able to grow these roses. It's just making me so happy to see these flowers. Signing off from the rose garden.